This is Terrence Andre Banks with Information Age Financial Solutions, coming to you today talking about college. And particularly, I'm trying to answer a question today. Should I go to college? And is a college education worth it in today's environment? Now, I've done a couple of videos in the past talking about a student loan crisis, and we now reached the $1.4 trillion mark. So I want to kind of step back and look at that very question. Should I go to college, and is a college education necessary in today's environment? Instead of just giving my 2 cents, I'm going to give you 6 things to consider before you actually go down that road in exploring higher education. Number 1, for as long as I can remember, as long as we told people a couple of generations, that a college education is supposed to be the avenue for higher learning, and of course, the point that you're supposed to get a higher, which then will give you employment. Now, those 2 things have been correlated in the past. Is that the case anymore? Even though the unemployment rate shows at 4.6%, a lot of individuals who receive college degrees are either working in part-time positions or not finding any field of their choice that they can go into that even represents the college degree that they have. 2, take in consideration the cost of your education. The average student loan is over $30,000 for the average student. $30,000, you're already starting with that amount of debt before even getting some form of employment. A lot of people are actually still, to this day in age, and it seems a little strange to me, but I just have to say that out, that you go right after 18, go right into school and take on massive amounts of debt. If the average is 30,000, there's a lot of people higher than that average, and there's very few people that's under that. Number 3, student loans are now $1.4 trillion and continue to grow. The rule of thumb is anything over $1 trillion is in a bubble. That means they're pitching something to you, and they're constantly moving people in. Find the largest student loan recipients are now grandparents paying for their children, or their grandchildren, or even their children themselves. So that's something to take into consideration, because I talked before about the pension crisis. So that's definitely one you need to take into consideration, especially if you're going to actually look for higher education. Number 4, think about it, when you're taking on higher education, you never think about the terms of employer itself hiring you for that. See, what people do, and many people do, is they go in thinking they're going to get a degree, then I'm going to get me the job. And then I'm going to get a higher paying job because of that. But they never take into consideration from the employer who has to pay you. If I pay you $50,000, that means I have to make X amount of dollars over $50,000 to pay you in. So you take on that degree hoping that I'm going to be able to pay you more, and you'll find out later that employers are not willing to do that. Why they're not willing to do that? This is coming up to number 5. There's over 1 billion people across the United, not only across the world, I should say, who are willing to work under $5 a day. So with that many people and looking for employment under that wage, that lowers the amount of money that an employer can pay for you, because they can look somewhere else to hire someone. Now, the administration is talking about kind of keeping jobs back here and bringing back manufacturing. It's all fine and dandy, which brings the point to number 5, automation. Even if you bring jobs back, if I can automate it, and I'm looking from a business employer kind of standpoint, if I can automate this and I can make my cost to be cheaper, therefore I can have better share price, and I cut my margins, and I don't have to deal with all the labor aspects that go along with employing anybody. And with automation, that is where everything is moving to. Automation eliminates jobs. Will there be some jobs of service to automation that goes on? Absolutely. But never in the magnitude it was constituted before. So we're living in a different time and age where automation is moving and constantly moving, eliminating jobs. And they're not replacing those jobs with high-paying manufacturing or anything else, because manufacturers are actually looking to automate as well. Number 6, employers are now looking for certifications. It's not about degrees anymore. It's certifications. Certifications, certified in this, certified in that. A lot cheaper, a lot more efficient, because therefore they can utilize you for a particular task. And again, with everything being on the over 1 billion people actually looking for employment, all these things have to be taken into consideration before you actually sign the dotted line and take on those student loans for that college education. So these are about 5 or 6 different things that you can put in your tool belt and to help you make the decision, should you go to college, and is a college education the right path or applicable in this day and age. Take those 6 things in consideration, and I'll see you in my next video. I'm out.